Hi, Colin with Diode. Today in the garage, I'm going to be showing you how to install our new ditch light bracket kit on the 2010 and up 5th gen Toyota 4Runner. Let's get started. The tools you'll need for this installation is masking tape, a 12mm socket, a 5/32 Allen key, and a 13mm wrench. Coming over to the driver's side of the vehicle, the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is pop the hood. Then we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some masking tape. That's because we're going to be masking off around the hood hinge to make sure it doesn't lose its factory alignment. As an added separate precaution, we're also going to go ahead and tape off the edges of the hood just to make sure nothing gets scratched during the installation. Now that we have everything taped up, we can go ahead and grab our bracket. It's important to note that the surface of the bracket is facing the outside of the vehicle during the installation. Go ahead and set that somewhere close and grab yourselves a 12mm socket. That's because we're going to be completely removing these two bolts holding the hinge onto the hood. When removing these bolts, it's very important that you keep a hand on the back of the hood to make sure it doesn't slide towards the windshield. We also highly recommend that you have someone holding the front of the hood to make sure it doesn't close when those bolts come out. Now we can go ahead and fish our bracket up and underneath the back of the hood and over the hood hinge. Before we tighten down our bolts all the way, we want to make sure that our hood hinge is flush with our hood and hasn't moved away from original tape marks. Your next step is going to be to route all your wiring. Now we're not going to show you how to do this just because it can vary depending on your application or where you want to route your wires. Just know you need a 12-volt power source, a ground, and a place to mount your switch. When finishing up the wiring process, another feature you may notice is our integrated slots on our bracket. This will allow you to secure the wiring to the bracket using a zip tie if you choose to do so. Now we can go ahead and set our universal SS3 bracket on our ditch light bracket and drop in our bolt, followed by our washer, our lock washer, and our nut. When threading on our nut, make sure to leave it hand tight to save room for adjustment later. Before we can assemble our SS3 to our bracket, we're going to go ahead and take our supplied nuts with the nylon lock ring facing the inside and drop them in on either side of the back of the SS3. Now we can go ahead and place our SS3 onto our bracket, making sure that the two nuts we just put in don't fall out, and then thread our supplied hardware through the side of the bracket and into the SS3. Make sure you also leave these hand tight to save room for adjustment. Now we can go ahead and plug our Deutsch connector into the back of the SS3 to make our final aiming adjustments. First, we'll test the left and right, and then tighten down the 13mm nut on the bottom. Then we can test our up and down, and tighten down the two 5/32 Allen bolts on either side. Our last step to complete this side of the vehicle is to go ahead and remove all of our masking tape. Coming over to the passenger side of the vehicle, the only added step we'll need to do is pop off our windshield wiper fluid line. Go ahead and do your installation the same way we did on the driver's side, and then once you're finished, go ahead and pop that right back into place. As you can see with our new ditch light bracket kit installed using our SS3s, not only will it give you a clean, low-profile off-road look, but it'll also give you a significant increase in added light. This kit is available with our SS3s or SSC2s. If you're looking to pick up a ditch light bracket kit for your vehicle or any of our other products, visit our website at diodedynamics.com or use our dealer locator tool to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.